Rockville contributed to its own history by electing the first African-American female to the City Council. In the spirit of celebrating Black History Month, we sat down with Councilmember Virginia Onley to reflect on this moment in Rockville's history.
Hopefully this is a new chapter for Rockville in opening doors that weren't open before, in striving to make a different path for the residents than what we've had before. When I started running, I didn't realize that no African American woman had been elected, and when people in the city who'd been here a while told me, I was happy, but it was kind of sad that, you know, 2013 is when we elected our first African American woman. But we're here. I'm honored to be the first, and I hope that I make the city proud, not just, you know, people of color and minorities, African Americans, but the whole city, you know, and I hope that I live up to serving the city well.
And to Councilmember Onley, celebrating Black History Month is an important tradition and reminder of the successes within the struggles.
During my generation, as we studied American history, we didn't study a lot of African American history. It was just simply left out of the books. So when we decided that February was going to be Black History Month, it was just a celebration of who we are, where we come from, our American contributions, and that just made everyone proud.
And who are some of your personal heroes?
Well, my parents and grandparents and great-grandparents for what they, you know, had endured. I do have my great-grandfather's papers when he was a slave and then he became a free man. And I had them preserved, but before having them preserved, they were folded as though he carried them in his pocket so that he could always prove, you know, that he was free. Then there's Martin Luther King, Sojourner Truth, because she was, you know, a woman's activist, and women have always been held back, so to speak, you know, the minority that's not really a minority. And so as women have forged ahead, that's made me very, very proud. Rosa Parks, for her courage, you know, with what she did, refusing to give her seat up on the bus, was just courageous, because going to jail, you know, she could have been beaten, she could have been killed, you know, a lot of mean things could have been done to her. And she said simply she was just too tired to give up her seat that day. But it took a lot of courage for her to actually say no, and then to be arrested and going to jail. And that was a big movement, because that's when Martin Luther King Jr. started the boycott on the buses. And even now in 2014, when I look at that footage, it gives me goosebumps. It just makes me proud that people band together for what was right. Whether you are African American like myself, whether you are a woman, you know, or another protected class, whether you are Hispanic, Asian, you have to stand up for what is right, and you have to continue to fight and believe that you're doing the right thing, and knowing it in your heart and spirit.
Councilmember Onley is serving her first term on the City Council and hopes to bring a strong voice for all of Rockville's neighborhoods.
And I hope that, you know, I can encourage other people to get involved in city with boards and commissions and task force, and to just step forth and be part of our process. There's a diversity here that is like no other, and I said it's Rockville, but it's this whole region that we are progressive and we're moving on, and we don't care about a color, the color of a person or their ethnicity. We only care about what their contributions are to our mission and our goals and dreams.